Let us take a look at how a 42-inch natural gas pipeline affects roads, farms, and people's lives. This is a Mountain Valley Pipeline under construction in Monroe County, West Virginia, in the Ellison's Ridge area. At the end of the MVP workday, workers began leaving the work site. Work ends around 5 o'clock, or is supposed to. It doesn't always end at 5. As you'll see later in this film, a continual line of trucks going down the road, and this continues until after dark, as you'll see a little later. The roar of the truck engines breaking through the quiet, peaceful evening goes on and on, disturbing people getting their evening chores done on the farms. It even disturbs the animals as they eat. Coming in on this road in the evening at this time, you're meeting all these trucks on this narrow country road with little room to pass, going in the ditch sometimes to avoid getting hit by one. This also occurs every morning about daybreak as all the workers start coming in for the day's work. This occurs every morning and every evening of every day they're working, 6 days a week. Just listen and watch this. Now just think, how would you feel if this were happening near your house? And of course, some of you watching this, it is happening near you, and you know how disturbing it is. Those of us who have chosen to live here have chosen so because of the peace and quiet it offers. But that peace and quiet has been disrupted by the Mountain Valley Pipeline. They have invaded our space, claiming it as a public need, which is all lies. This gas is going to be shipped out of the country, headed overseas. This gas that will be transported through this 42-inch line will not be used by the public. We will not benefit from this at all. They come in, they use eminent domain to take people's land, then tell the landowners they are no longer allowed on their own property, and are told to get off or face arrest, disrupting landowners' lives, destroying farmers' livelihoods, then giving the landowners a little money which can never pay for the loss of income they would have made from their farms and businesses. This is not freedom. What happened to our freedom in this country? Our freedom to own property and freedom to defend it. Our right to freedom of speech, to speak out to protect our land, water, and air. This is an invasion and takeover by private-owned large corporations. Where does our government stand in all of this? It stands with the large corporations who supply them with money to gain political office. The Constitution says the government is to work for the people and their happiness, not for the happiness of big corporations. Their ears are stopped up with big corporations. Fuel trucks go back and forth several times a day, some twice as large as this one. Some of these trucks go back and forth up and down the road all day long. The destruction to the roads is terrible. This is a road down at the entrance to our driveway. We have to go through this every time we enter into the road. This road used to be paved. Now most of the hardtop is gone and full of holes, and not just here, but it's all the way down the road. This is where they're running off the road to pass each other, going right over the end of a culvert and pulling over into the ditches and into our driveway to get past one another. From all these pickups, fuel trucks, and hauling heavy equipment over this road, and plus all the rain, the road's becoming a nightmare to drive over. Holes, mud, and water. This road is returning to the 1950s. Who will pay to repair this and all the other roads destroyed? Not MVP. Guess who? Taxpayers, that's who. As you can see here, this goes on after dark before all get gone from the work site. Truck after truck. It is even upsetting to the dogs. one
See
truck
how many
after
trucks
another
did go out.
going down the road. Think of all the back roads and highways being destroyed by the construction of this pipeline, which stretches 300 miles through West Virginia and Virginia. Notice how some of the truck slows down before hitting the hole in the road. They're trying to avoid their own destruction. This here's the mess they're trying to avoid. Not many of these trucks slow down for these holes. A few of them do, but most of them just go splitting right on through them at a high speed. Just repairing the damage to these trucks would cost MVP a fortune. As you can see here, the trucks are still coming down the road after dark. They keep filing down the road. There is so many of them, it just takes quite a while to get out of here. This happens very frequently. People have to pull over down at our driveway to let them pass. As they pass like this, they're running off the side of the road and making even more mess in the mud and destroying the road that much more. It starts all over again the next morning. This happens too. They have to pull into our driveway to let other workers pass and sit there and talk sometimes, making a mess of our driveway. And who's going to fix our driveway? MVP's not going to. The day this was happening, we had someone here that was needing to get out of the driveway and had to wait until they got out of his way to get out. Their dairy goats are all upset over all this racket noise going on. They don't understand what all this racket's about. You can see by her actions how upset this dairy goat is. You can see the work going on the hill over from our house, and you hear the racket all day long. Working on the pipeline across from our house over on the mountain over there. And you can see the trucks coming in, coming down where the pipe is ready to be laid in the ground. You can see the pipe from here. Work going on up towards the top of Ellison's Ridge. This is the same spot a week later. MVP working in the rain, which they are not supposed to be doing. Over on the other hill working in the rain. Here you can see them pulling a pickup truck up the steep, muddy hillside. And this is all going on in the pouring down rain. No risk and racket even on a rainy day. I walked up taking this machine here working in the pouring down rain, and when the driver saw me, he stopped and quit working. Here's where he stopped the machine, and you see he's not working anymore until I left. Working in the rain and mud, and the rain just runs down this steep slope, taking the mud with it into the local branches, streams, local water supplies, and ponds. Mud washing into a local pond way down the road from where this construction is going on. Here pipes are wrapped because of a lot of rock in the trench, wrapped with more chemical-laden materials to go in the water supply. Continued work in the rain. Work continues in the pouring down rain, as you can see in this video. The work goes on, even in the night, in the pouring down rain. The destruction goes on. Farms destroyed, mountaintops skimmed off, pollution of waterways and water supplies. On and on the destruction goes for 300 miles. We must stop it before it goes any further.